Hello everyone! As promised, I previewed in my Nintendo Direct wrap-up that just went up about last week. I said that the Project Octopath Traveller demo kinda tilted me towards getting a Switch, that along with the actual release date of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so I have indeed got a Switch! And the little machine is pretty great. I don't have any games for it right now, except for the demo that is Project Octopath Traveller, and I'm here to tell you my thoughts on it. So it's a pretty fairly simple demo. There are two people that you can play as. There's Primrose, who is a dancer. Basically, her father was murdered as a child, and now she's seeking revenge, and that's kind of where her plot picks up. Then there's Old Barrack, who is a disgraced knight who now resides in a quiet little mountain village, and then some bandits attack it, and you're kind of trying to defend it, essentially. And there are 6 other characters that will be available in the final game. That's why this game is being tentatively titled Project Octopath Traveller, Octopath being 8, etc, etc. This is being developed by the team that was responsible for Bravely Default, and you can definitely see the old school classic RPGs of Square Enix in here from that team. It's a weird 3D environments with these pixels straight from the Super Nintendo, and it looks kind of strange at first. It actually looks like it should be on the 3DS because the 3DS, or the capabilities of the 3D would actually make the backgrounds pop more. But hey, it still looks very good on the Switch, both on the TV and on just the handheld itself. Speaking of Bravely Default, this demo is about the same as both the demos that came out for Bravely Default and the second, where they're actually pretty huge. You can play these for quite a while. Of course, there's not that much story to them since it's, a cap-sized event, but still, to get a good feel of the game, this is a nice chunk, and it's free, I should mention again. The game is set to release in 2018, and now that I've played this demo, I'm just even more excited. But there are a few parts that I'm a little lackluster on. First of all, I want to say the voice acting is fine. Not everything is voice acted, but that's okay. It's, it's a demo. Secondly, I love the music so far. The lighting can be a weird touchy, especially in Primrose's story content. I should also say that each character has a special ability. As Olberic, you can go up to random people and challenge them to battle. Literally anyone. Mostly you can challenge them to battle and they'll fight you, and you have like a percentage chance of actually winning. There's like a rating of stars. Primrose can go up to people and allure them, take them into dungeons, and ask for their help in battle, which is also pretty cool, and I'm sure there's some puzzle elements to that as well. But the thing I'm dancing around, of course, is the battle system, which is very cool, and again, harkens back to Bravely Default, that had the Brave and the Default system where you could default and defend, I believe it was, and then Brave is going forward and using your abilities straight out forward to make it a more powerful attack, but you'll be vulnerable on the next turn, essentially. Something to that effect. In this one, you also have Brave points, essentially. You attack, get hit, and you gain Brave points. And the more Brave points you put into your attack, the more attacks you can do in one turn. Make sense? So you can attack, you can have multiple weapons. Olberic has a spear and sword. Primrose just has a dagger. Enemies are weak to them. If you hit them with the weakness, kind of like Persona, you will not gain an extra turn, but you will stun them so they won't be able to attack. Stunning them or breaking them actually makes them more vulnerable to attacks. Attacking them with then that weakness in that stun phase will give more damage. Standard weakness and protocol, essentially in RPGs. That's good. The thing that I don't like is this game, it's not hard, but battles take a long time to go through. And it's not the battles themselves, everything is quick and snappy. It's just that enemies, from the lowly rat people to your average town person, has too much HP and it takes just a long time. Maybe that's because I was lower level in the beginning, and eventually, yes, I got new equipment and battles became a little bit faster, but still, even just for the first beginning things, I couldn't believe how long these things took. But that's my really only problem with it. I, of course, can send my thoughts to Square Enix to rectify some of these problems because there's an open letter to them, essentially, for feedback on this game. Who knows how much of it they will implement? The game is a long ways away from being released, I would think, but this is pretty finished, so who knows? Maybe it'll be early 2018, who's to say? But I am looking forward to it, even with this small little gripe of mine. Anyway, that's all I have to say on Project Octopath Traveller. I do indeed still have a cold, that's why I'm a little nasally, but thank you for joining me anyway, and see you all next time. Did you know that was a ReActionExaminer video? If you liked it, you should subscribe to me to keep up with everything that I'm doing. Also, if you have some other interests, like sex for example, check out Tomops, which is a comedy sex podcast thing wherein my best friend and I check out the weird and abnormal and the erotic. And of course you should support me on Patreon because hey, I want to make the channel better and I want your help to do so. Plus, if you want to check out my writing, check out Game Jerk, where I have archives and new stuff for all projects, okay? You can find all the stuff and more in the description with the links below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.